That's a big one I always go to. Oh, I'm tired. I can't do it. And you know what? There are so many people out there that would give anything to be able to even do this, to be able to try to do the workout ahead. So just, yeah, think of those people when you're just maybe, yeah, not wanting to do a workout. Like, we get to do this. I think as an overall thought, just never have an idea in your head how a session's going to go before it even goes off, because literally the last week I'm starting to come down in volume, come down in intensity, taper a bit. But I'm coming off of 6-7 weeks of hard work. So as you get more and more fatigued in your training blocks, you get more and more tired, and you start to doubt yourself before you even start a session. You see it, you open Training Peaks or whatever platform you use, you see the workout and you're like, yeah, right. And that was happening to me almost every morning. I would see a bike session or a run session and be like, yeah, that's not going to happen. And that is useless. I am fortunate enough to have you talk me off the ledge of, it's almost like reverse psychology. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do the workout. And I would be like, yes, I do. I'm doing it. I can do it. And then it would fire me up to actually do it. Not that I wasn't going to, but you're already down on yourself, and that is useless. It's because half the time you get on the kicker, or you get on the treadmill, or wherever you head out, you head to the pool, and you don't know until you start the session. Even mentally, you might be fatigued. Mentally, you might be struggling to like get your normal excitement, get ready to crush it, to charge, and you can surprise yourself. And I think you can surprise yourself more times than not once you get going. So just try not to like prejudge a workout. Even today, you're tired. You don't want to head out for that run that you have. I think the tip is just get out the door. Try the first interval. Try the first one, and I think you'll surprise yourself. If you don't, if you're just batting your head against the wall, then okay, maybe today's not the day for it, but I think more times than not, you'll surprise yourself. So.
Good job, Kate.
Thanks.
What about the mental prep side for an intense workout like this? How do you approach that?
I'll show you how I approach that. For me, on the mental side, it literally varies day by day depending on my mindset, and I never really know going into a workout what I need on that day. And what I mean by that is some days I need loud music, and just the lyrics to some songs can get me through each interval. So whatever the song is, push through the whole thing. Sometimes it's movies. I have some key ones that are just super inspiring to me, get me through. And then other days I need to go even deeper. So today was going to be super hard. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this photo.
What's that?
This is my data. He had a stroke on my birthday a couple years ago, and he was in a coma. And this is my cousin in the hospital. She was the only one allowed in to see him, holding his hand. So on hard days, I'll be digging all out like today. And if I hit the numbers, then I'm like, I'm coming for you, Data. I'm coming. Hold on. Keep holding on. And I'm just holding on to the power. And in my head, it's 5 more minutes with him. So That's what I did today for 6 rounds.
Special case.
Here I come, I'm coming for you. And then the 5 minutes are up.
This is for my day ones. Don't forget the ones I made ya. Deep side sweating out flavor. This is for my day ones. Day one. Showed up. Day one before the glow up. Don't need ask for them to show love. Don't need ask for them to show love. Show love. Izquierda pa' derecha, dale bien pa' acá. Yo quiero que tú bailes, dale sin parar. Todo mundo hey, quiero vacilar. Shake it, take it, and I'll throw it right back. Ooh, take it back to when nobody used to know me. Let's tell them I was just chilling with my homies. Now that we're popping, everybody is talking. This is for my day ones. Don't forget the ones I made ya. Deep side sweating out flavor. This is for my day ones. Day one. This is for my day ones. Don't forget the ones I made ya. Deep side sweating out flavor. This is for my day ones. Day one. Showed up. Day one before the glow up. Don't need ask for them to show love. Don't need ask for them to show love.
Hey, so we're back in action. Heather Jackson YouTube channel 2022. Take 3.
Yes, we're back. Yeah, just want to thank everyone for the comments on our last video. That was awesome. We got some great ones we're going to get to today. I think this is going to be a great addition to our videos, just to kick them off. Questions you guys have, anything we can answer. We want to be as, helpful, give tips, informative, along with some of the training I'm doing throughout the season leading into the races. So, yeah, that was awesome. Thank you all.
What do we got?
The biggest one was just so much support for Plush Global, which another huge thank you. We're excited. We're finally getting things rolling. A big question was, for instance, Chrisinda Gibson, when or where is Plush Global clothing available to the public for purchase? Bringing this one up because we are 10 days out from Oceanside. That will be my first race of the year. It is in, not this weekend, but next weekend. We have Plush Global gear we will be bringing to the race, which is exciting. Our first kind of, gear available to the public. And we're going to hold kind of a rogue pop-up shop, I guess you can call it, where we'll have some hats and tees available for purchase. Super exciting, because we've also gotten a lot of comments about this. When are we going to meet up with our good friends Eric and Paula from That Triathlon Life? And we are excited that we will do the pop-up with them. So we're going to meet up with TTL and Plush Global meet. We're both driving our vans out to Oceanside. So we will announce next week, probably a couple days before the race, where we'll park the vans and have, kind of a meet and greet and all kind of hang out and have some stuff there. And people can come by and say hi.
Whoa, what are we having for breakfast?
Really switched it up today. Some almond butter and banana
That's it.
toast.
Ooh, that looks good. Do I get one?
You don't have any toast left, sorry.
What?
I got bread.
Plush Global. Oh, I purposely put my glasses back on because I got a couple questions. Heather, this is from Alessia. Heather, what brand are your prescription glasses? These are Rudy Project. So all my glasses and shades are Rudy Project. These are actually their Spin Hawks, which are normally sunglasses, but I was grateful enough that I got my prescription filled for everyday wear.
Yeah.
So I have some tinted and some just for my everyday.
Okay, we're warming it up for the run.
Warm it up. 20-minute warm up. 6 by 1 miles. 1 minute easy recovery in between.
What's the pace on the 1 miles? What's the goal pace? What's the perks of the workout?
It's a pyramid, so first 2 ease in, middle 2 the fastest, ease back out slightly. Just not trying to, go all in final 2, so little pyramid. See what the legs give today. Thanks. Did it?
How was that?
Oh my god, it was so hard. Oh.
There's a lot on top of that big screen you just did.
Exactly. I just kept saying, you did it to yourself. You have to swim that hard to try to get out of the water faster, so the run is gonna feel that much worse. So take that as a victory that I did it after a hard swim versus last week I did this one early in the week, first thing in the day. So again, just keeping bigger picture in mind every workout. Think of it within your week, especially people with full-time jobs. It's like on top of stress at work, family, busy schedules, like you have to take everything into account, not just this solo session. So
What else do you got?
we got a lot of questions about the altitude tent, or Heather Thorpe, what are the plastic or vinyl drapes around the bed used for? Yeah, that is an altitude tent. So I've been sleeping at altitude for about 6 weeks now. Just anyone can buy an altitude tent, and it allows you to sleep. The idea is sleep high, train low. So I train here in Tucson, which we've got a little bit of elevation here, but nothing like a Boulder or somewhere at elevation. So I can sleep high and get the benefits of being at altitude, but then train where we're at here in Tucson. So
Okay, what's going in immediately after that run? People want to know.
immediately, well, I'm probably gonna have to make a smoothie. I don't have any of my pre-made, so I got coconut yogurt, oat milk, blueberries, some Herbalife 24 Rebuild. This is from Neil Ian Parker. Great vid, guys. Heather, how do you know if you're hitting the correct effort on the treadmill, given that treadmill running is much easier than on the road? Do you increase the speed more, and by how much? And do you increase the incline? Great question, because the treadmill is definitely, I would say, easier to run on. You're not battling, if you have it just set at 0 or even 1%, like terrain that you'll get out on the road. You're not battling elements like wind, different conditions. But I think you can use it specifically for what you're trying to get out of the session. And for me, when I use the treadmill, that's leg speed. So I am worried about my paces when I'm on the treadmill, and each week I'm trying to improve, but I go off of what I know I've done week after week, session after session, and look for improvements from that, and don't directly, I guess, correlate it to my paces outside. I use the treadmill specifically to get the cadence up, high speed, and there's no escaping the treadmill. Like, if you have that set on a speed that's super fast, like, if you don't keep up with it, you're going off the back. So
I've seen you almost come off the back.
Yeah. It's a couple sessions have been, maybe I've pushed it too much, because I'm like, okay, you can do it. And you push it a little bit more. And then, yeah, but it gets that speed up. And then hopefully you feel that translation when you take that out onto the road for a different style of session. So it's, for me, I don't use it a direct correlation in the paces.
Okay, I'm gonna do it just because we have to. Mid-ride, check in. We've been battling a headwind for 30 miles. It's taken us 2 hours to go 30 miles. Speed.
Way back is gonna be fast.
Yeah.
Mental training for the last 2+ hours. Just picturing out on the Queen K. You think it's windy. Well, as Hoff would say, this is fine. This is from Guillermo Morbelli. Hi, Heather. Thank you for posting. Do you use erg mode when doing the bike workouts, or how do you fix target watts? So I don't use erg mode very much. I've used it in the past where coaches can program in specific workouts they want, and you could actually load that program onto my Wahoo kicker, and the kicker will go directly to that prescribed workout. So if my coach Frank has in there 6 minutes, 10 minutes recovery, back to the 6 minutes, the Wahoo kicker will automatically go to that in the erg mode. I ride the trainer just in the normal setting, just manual. I'm controlling the watts I'm pushing out. So I have a range to hit for those 6x6 minuters, and I do it just manually, mostly because I find myself needing to shift up or down a gear here or there. If my legs load up 3 minutes in, I might have to shift down, get the cadence up, try to get the power back up, can settle back in again. And I just like to be able to control that, versus in erg mode, the trainer will obviously provide the resistance, and maybe you need a lighter gear depending on how your legs are feeling on the day. I find if I'm very fatigued that I'm pushing maybe a bigger gear, I'm using more muscle than that high tempo cadence on other days. So yeah, I primarily use the manual mode, but erg mode's pretty cool in terms of, like, you just want to put it into that, load the workout, and follow along.
Whoa. Saturday morning.
Saturday.
Ew. And you've only got a shorter ride. I'm used to, like, being ready for 6 hours.
I know.
So what's up?
Well, that was Wednesday.
Right. So what's up with this Saturday?
Saturday is, primarily because we didn't want to be on the roads on the weekends, because there's so much traffic mainly on Mount Lemon. So we've rotated long rides to midweek. So Saturday is just a couple hours, but all quality. So a little nervous for this one. It's a little remake of my 6x6 minuters with 1 minute super hard and then settle in to 5 minutes. So we'll see how today goes. I'm like, we're 2 weeks out from Oceanside. I'm about 7 weeks in of consistent hard weeks. So starting to get a little crispy.
About to start.
Here we go on the first one.
Nice job.
Thanks. This is from Gabe Diaz. Hey Heather, huge fan. Thanks, Gabe. Question about your ring. Is it one of those rings that gives you stats about health, sleep, etc.? How do you use those? Would you recommend people getting them? This is an Aura ring. I'm not sponsored. I literally bought it online because I was curious about it. I am loving it. It tracks your sleep, tracks your quality of sleep, hours of sleep, your resting heart rate throughout the night. And you can use those just to kind of help gauge recovery. I don't think it's like a tell-all thing, but I think it's just an extra tool that's just interesting. When I wake up, I'm like, oh, I didn't feel like I slept that well, and then this might confirm it. Or sometimes it tells me the opposite, like, oh, you really did get a good amount of deep sleep last night, and your resting heart rate is normal, not elevated, so you're recovering well. So just another little tool, and it's, yeah, I found it interesting to keep track of.
Yeah, nice. So how was that? You happy with it?
Oh yeah, super happy. Oh my God.
That looked hard.
That was hard, for sure. Yeah, very happy with how that went. Yeah, it's crazy. You think you might not even be able to do a workout and then it goes well. I mean, it doesn't always go that way, but it's a huge victory when it does, for sure. So I think, yeah, we're at a point right now where it's like fitness momentum. I keep thinking I'm getting more and more tired, more and more fatigued. Day after day, I can't do the next day, and then you hit it, and it's this like positive snowball effect. So just gonna keep riding that. Taking one day at a time. So yeah, it's exciting. This was the key workout for today, so just a recovery swim and then get ready for tomorrow.